Hello everyone, this is V3NOM, aka Mitch, or just Venom for short I guess. And in this episode I'm going to be talking about one of my favorite game series of all time, Drawn to Life. Might redo this video in the future with better editing. The reason why this video doesn't have any editing, I'm working on a new intro. Seems that I have a new channel name. If you just found me, now this dude sounds familiar. I am M4 Gaming. I'm just new channel name. Like E11 Gaming is now DP3P Volume. He made a new channel. So if you're wondering where E11 Gaming has gone, he's now DP3P Volume and he has started over. I am not starting over, but yeah, in this episode I'm just gonna be talking about, well, Drawn to Life really. It is so. I've been just building some pixel art in the background, by the way. So, Drawn to Life is a game made in 2009 with two sequels, a Wii one and a DS one. I won't be talking about the Wii one. That is terrible, in my opinion. I'll just be talking about the 2DS versions. So yeah, first one was made in 2009, second one was made in 2009, I think. First one was 2007, second one was 2009. And yeah. They are basically a bit like a underrated Undertale before Undertale came out. So yeah. Right. And yeah. So the reason why I like these games is mainly the story and the cool gimmick. And the cool gimmick is that you can draw whatever you like, making use of the DS's touch screen and stylus pen thing. So yeah, and it was just a genuinely, yeah, good game. 3, 4, 5, and yeah. So the story of the first game was the creator, basically God, made this book of life starter which had everything in, and you draw the world and everything. But then this dude called Wolfrey, who comes along, wants to destroy everything. He ends up getting spreading this village of darkness. Loads of people leave, people start believing and all that. So the theme of the first game is really about faith, and then you're basically a creator and you draw a hero and you take control of him, and first ensues awesome platforming stuff. The levels are all really fun. All the worlds are unique. The levels aren't necessarily unique, but the worlds definitely are. In each world you get a new item. In the first 3 worlds you get different types of guns. First world you get a snowball shooter, second world you get which is a basic gun, second world you get an acorn, which is like a cluster grenade. In the third world you basically get a starfish launcher, which is basically a heat-seeking missile launcher, which is cool. And this bat I am doing is really tall. Oh my god, this is gonna be huge. And wait, yeah, that's where I am. And god damn it, I'm getting confused. And yeah, it's really fun. And so I'm gonna go over quickly, which will be important for the second game. You get this guy called Mike, who basically, all the people in this game aren't people. They're like these fox creatures called Raposa. And it's pretty cool. They are pretty good character designs. And yeah, unfortunately, spoiler alert if you haven't already played this game, unfortunately the mayor, who is one of the main characters, Mary, I don't know if it's Mary or Mary. Like when I say Mary out loud it sounds weird, but in my head it sounds alright. But it doesn't look like Mary because it's spelled with like a double I. So yeah, and her dad is the mayor and she'll become the mayor. But unfortunately her dad dies, making her the mayor, and this is like halfway through the game. Killed by the villain, one of the really good villains. His theme is amazing, by the way. Wolfrey. And she becomes mayor. You eventually beat Wolfrey, and yeah, you win. Now the music in these games is outstanding. Like, in my opinion, Undertale level of greatness. And a lot of you know Undertale has some damn great music. I did some dimensions wrong, 1 sec. Do. And then that's like... There we go. Sorted. Wait, no, it should be there. And... Wait, no, it should be there. There we go. There we go, sorted. It's just a really fun game. And I'm doing a bit of square here because I'm focusing on doing the Pixar. And so yeah, the music, I'm gonna give you some highlights quickly. The Snowy World theme is quite good. Village theme. The Wappo song is brilliant, and Oh Our Rocket and Ooh Oh Real Wilfrey is good as well. And yeah, that's the first game pretty much done. Now the second game, arguably the best game, by a long shot. And in this game, it continues a story where this time Wolfrey is hell-bent on taking out the world of colour. Taking the colour out of the world. And he ends up taking the colour out of the old village, and you move on to Turtle Island with this girl called Heather, who is like darkness across the side of her face. And you go through the game, going to more worlds, doing some characters, fighting not as good bosses as in the first game, in my opinion, but more memorable levels and much better music. Even though the first game already had amazing music, this game's musical is just incredible, especially Shadow Showdown, which was the final boss. And in the end, basically, you actually have to lose the final boss fight. And then everybody starts kind of like praying to the creator, and it all gets super intense. And then you beat Wolfrey, and early on in the story, Mary has a talk with Wolfrey about something, okay? And yeah, then at the end of the game, what happens is Heather loses her dark side in the right of her face. Everybody's happy, the world is saved, and then everybody disappears, apart from Mike. And this is because basically the final cutscene, it shows a family driving a car, running away from the fair because it's really rainy. Well, not running away, but running to the car. They get into a car crash. Then Mike is shown being in a coma, and Heather is shown having lost the right side of her face. And then Mike wakes up, and the first thing he sees are two toys exactly like Joey and Mary. So basically, Wolfrey was Mike's kind of subconscious telling him, this is good, don't wake up, stay here. And the world disappears, And unfortunately, that means there's not going to be a third game. There is a fun game being made by two awesome people, mainly Real Free and wait a minute, that's wrong. Should only be 3. Yeah, sorry about that. Being Real Free and Serbaki. And yeah. Their content is really good, and I just realized I need to do something. I should be like that. There we go, there's everything done. So now I'm just gonna quickly do the eyes, and then I get to fill this whole thing in with black. So 1, 2. Wait, no. There we go. Then let's draw along from that. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the main reason the second game is so amazing is that it was a kids game, and this is really dark for a kids game. And the story just had this massive twist that you did not expect for a game. Unfortunately, they made a collection, and they changed the ending to be more kid friendly, and it doesn't make any sense because Mike never gets knocked out. He just falls out of a tree, and it's just confusing as all hell. But you definitely go check out some of the music from this game. We Real Free does remasters, and Serbaki just does the bass music. And if you guys haven't already played this game, you can get it from like secondhand shops or like just normal shops for, I've seen it for going at like £3. And I'll admit, it's the first game, if you see that, if you're not a big fan of platformers, like I wouldn't too bother getting it, but definitely second game. And it's the first game, kind of a Metroid element to it. And as a kid, I found this super hard, where you had to find like pages and rescue all the people in a level. Whereas the second one, you just had to complete the level. It's got quite a lot of replay value trying to find all the coins in the second one. And the first one, well, just buying everything, I guess. And you can buy music. System 2 LUDS is closed, which is also cool, because the music is amazing, as I said. And yeah, the second game also has better mechanics and some really cool ideas. Like the first game, you were limited to only the weapons that you got in that world. But in the second game, at the start of the game, you can make, you have to buy each weapon, I think. You can make a sword, a boomerang chain on a ball and chain kind of thing, or a like gun, and you do that anytime. Then in the second world, you get this blob thing where you can turn into a blob, and you get to draw that as well. And then in the third world, you get a spider thing, which is so much fun. The bosses in the first game are really memorable because they all have unique designs, unique names, and all that. Whereas the bosses in the second game, apart from the final boss, a lot of them don't make much sense. Like the majority of them are literally just like, oh, some dude has awakened, go and stop him. Whereas the first game is like, they are Wilfrey's like minions, and they're hard, and they have memorable bits in them where like there's like somebody you have to save, and then they like drop hearts for you, and they are quite a bit harder, to be honest, but they're much more fun. And yeah, I'll briefly go over the bosses actually, if you want, even though you guys don't know that. But yeah, I'm getting all tongue-tied. Basically, the first boss is called Frostwind. He's a giant snake dragon thing made of ice, which is like an icy one, and he was really fun to fight against. It was like 3 platforms. Think the eel thing from Metroid, but make it like not in underwater. That was cool as. And the second boss, Deadwood, I am replaying the game right now, which is mainly why I made this video. And he is basically a big tree, and he's pretty easy. There's like a lot of minions, which is kind of hard. And you have to destroy these acorns with the acorn shooter. And then after you do that, you go inside and you have to fight this shadow thing. That's really easy, that part. If you can hit him, he goes down like 3 shots or 2. The third boss is Anglerfish. He's the hardest one and kind of the cheapest. Because Deadwood, if you know what to do, you're pretty much good. First one, you just have to be able to jump out the way. He's alright. However, Wolfie's first phase is just him like shooting stuff at you, if I remember correctly. He's pretty easy. But then the second one, his Scorpion. Oh my god, it's so hard. It took me a lot of tries on the first time I ever played that. It was so hard, and I nearly rage quitted a few times. Yeah. So the bosses. Second game was just this ghost pirate dude. Then there was a giant Roboza, which that one was pretty memorable. Especially because he looked really small, like, oh, it'll be like a little robot I have to beat. But then there was like, no, it's just a massive thing. Third boss was like confusing as all hell. It was like some kind of shoot 'em up, then a dodgy thing, and then some bomb dropping. I can't remember. It was just this mole, and it was just weird. But the fourth boss was very memorable. Mainly the music. Because you go through this big castle, quite a long level. And the fight, it was like you die and you get reanimated, and it's just like all epic fight with super good music. Shadow Showdown is probably my second or third favorite song in the whole entire series. If you're talking about epic level though, it's definitely my favorite. And yeah, that's mainly why I like it. I'll briefly go over the Wii game. It's basically something like, it's not canon. Basically, it's something like, we thought Wolfie is dead. Wolfie is dead, but this girl his wife called Cersei tries to bring him back, and it's really confusing. I never finished it. I found it boring, and all the power-ups were really boring, and they felt very gimmicky. The first game the games are all based on a gimmick, but these felt just like cheapo things to try and sell it to a kid, you know what I mean? Like a tailway can use grab hook, a car, you know what I mean? Whereas the DS game actually felt like they were meant to be part of the gameplay. As Wii version felt like, oh, this will be cool to kids. And don't even get me in trying to draw with the flipping Wii remote. That was nearly impossible. Drawing with the stylus is hard, but the Wii remote was nearly impossible. But the good thing is, on the DS version, you can use like pixel art style. People have made some really good looking stuff on that. And yeah, this is probably a little bit dragged out. It could have been a little shorter. But this is the end of this video, and I hope you guys enjoyed. And remember to check out DP3B Games and DP3B Volume. See you guys in the next video. Bye.